they could hit a wall, and they know their opponent is skilled. So what are you gonna do?
Oh, quick reset from megakyle. CasualTom gonna stick with Quick Man.
Wait, how did he get Woodman twice?
I don't know.
There he goes. He'll keep what? He got flashed and he didn't keep it. Is he just what? What's he doing? Kyle, what you doing?
I think maybe he started on normal.
Oh, it could be. Tom with a really nice hop in that first screen of Quick. Kyle testing the barrier. That's always a good strat. You find out early what the barrier weakness is. In this case, we know it's not Buster weak.
Looks like CasualTom froze there for a second, so I just swapped the audio. Oh, that was the synchronization. My bad.
Oh, these chickens have a lot of health. You don't want to see that. They might as well be Buster immune when that happens. Oh, pretty skillful jumping on Kyle's part. He really wants that D-Tank.
He's gonna need it after getting clobbered in the face.
Oh, they get to the boss door at basically the same time. It's nice bubble music.
Fairly Buster susceptible Heat Man for CasualTom. And no items yet. Let's see what his second stage is gonna. Oh, and I eat my words. Item 3.
Kyle was cutting it very close there. He almost took another hit. His iframes were about to wear out when he got that last hit in. Kyle really liking the menu to Woodman today. It might have been a strategic thing, though. Maybe he didn't want wood first, but he wanted it early. And this is a really bad Woodman stage. You know, the lag is bad, those shotmen are Buster immune. Not a stage you want to see, really. Meanwhile, Heat stage not looking too bad.
No, a couple of birds flying across, some shrimp. Gotta watch out for the crustaceans. Mega Man is deathly allergic.
He really is. Kyle getting creative with his weapons already. Using his leaf shield to take out the hot dogs. Meanwhile, Tom is dancing with the shrimp.
The lesser-known prequel to Dancing with the Wolves.
Just Little Mermaid things.
Yes.
Oh, these tin cans, that's a terrible... Oh. But he's right at the checkpoint. That's the good news. Yeah, that's a brutal place to get the tin cans. And the randomizer loves to put them there.
Just gotta body that and tank his way through.
It's like 8 damage, I think, for that. So it's pretty serious.
Yeah, they don't mess around. And CasualTom facing off against Heat Bubbles here.
Yeah.
And that's going to be his second Robot Master.
Nice bubble fight. Oh, more of the chickens! Are they at the end of all the stages? Or just
They
the
knew
ones
I was
Kyle goes to?
commentating tonight. They came out for me. And a prophetic Bubble Man as we are entering Bubble Stage.
Yeah, I kind of like that. You beat Bubble Man and then you go to Bubble Stage.
Wait a second. Does this
Yeah.
even randomize, Daggett?
No, I don't think it is.
Oh.
Oh. He was doing that fight really well. But Woodman, he's not easy. You kind of have to have a lot of health. And the Walk of Shame is required this year in all matches, as we can't do zips.
Yeah, this underwater section is something that we only saw before when somebody messed something up.
Were you looking at me when you said that? Sure felt
No,
like
I
it.
was not. Any instance of you feeling personally attacked was not intentional.
Yeah, you say that now.
We'll talk about
Alright.
it. We'll talk later.
Yeah. Kyle is now running through our not so bad heat stage,
That's
being very
lukewarm.
brave with these birds. The easier strat is definitely to look the other way until the bird comes from the left. But what Kyle does faster if you're brave.
It is extremely difficult to see the crabs on CasualTom's screen.
Yeah, the Cherry Cola Falls can be kind of hard to see.
Yep, just a brief one pause buffer there.
Careful here, he's not allowed to zip, and when that Yoku block forms on your head, it's really easy to accidentally zip, especially if you're trying to also dodge the enemies.
But that item 1 coming in handy.
Meanwhile, Tom making short work of Flashman in Bubble Stage. Oh, Crash Stage. Yeah, this is not a stage you want to see early.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, with or without items. But if I remember correctly, it's the enemies that we see on that first screen are usually what spawn in the elevator section.
Yeah, pretty consistently. I don't think it's 100% guaranteed, but pretty consistent.
Nice tin can dodge there.
Yeah. Buster Immune Shotman, though, that's... Ooh. Like, anything can happen in Crashman in this tournament.
Alright, Metal Man, not a bad choice. Not that he knew what he was choosing.
Right. Good chance to grab an E-Tank. You can actually grab 2, but the first one is fastest to grab. And then you can decide later, you know, if you really want the second one.
As our friend Air Specie, who's tracking, likes to call these the dollar store Metroids.
It's a fitting name.
But CasualTom making it up the first part of the crash climb.
Yeah, his health is bad, but he made it. He's past the checkpoint. Of course, Crash Stage isn't over until you beat Crashman. Or whoever's in it. So he used Time Stopper on the Tiki Torch guy. That can actually be a mistake, because sometimes that means the stage will turn dark. See what happens here. Oh, he's going for the health. That means he has to climb back down and up.
little bit of a time loss, but could be. It's quicker than dying, so.
Yep. Kyle's gonna have fun with Metal Man. That's not a lot of health, and you usually have to tank damage. Okay. Well, he fixes that problem with an E-tank.
And this is our second vanilla Robot Master placement.
More end-of-stage chickens!
Yes. Excellent.
Now Kyle's in Crash.
At least Kyle has the benefit of item 1.
Tom!
Oh, no.
I don't know if he has an E-tank. I definitely would have used one there, cause just... Oh, he doesn't... He's not gonna put up with Crash. He's gonna take his game over now.
Really? I'm surprised.
Low death, but maybe it's better. We'll have to see how it plays out for him.
I mean, he's gonna have to play that stage eventually.
Saying that he did have an E-tank. Yeah, definitely. I would have definitely used it. Airman, when he bodies you, it's a full slam. Looks like Quick Boomerang is finally a weapon to take out these shotmen. But it's kind of a Quick Boomerang where, you know, because the properties of these weapons have been randomized. And so this Quick Boomerang has a very short range due to it goes up and curves back really fast.
But perfectly suited for taking out these kitties. megakyle, I can't help but to think of the inside of a watermelon. With this red and green.
Yeah. Oh, the Quick Boomerangs were very nice on that Shotman. Looks like Tom may have accidentally picked Time Stopper, I'm not sure there.
But dodging those tin cans.
What?
No. Pause buffered right into the Lagphibian.
I'm not sure what that play was. That looked kind of intentional. He might have decided his health was bad and just wanted to reboot.
Some unusual strats.
Oh no. So that's an interesting thing about the physics in Mega Man 2. In Mega Man 1 and 2, when you let up on the jump button, Mega Man will continue to travel if he's not already at his apex. And underwater, the game occasionally drops frames. So it's like every 5th frame, I think it is. And so you can easily end up in a situation in these tight jumps where you intended to let up on the button in time, but the game lags a little bit and continues to carry Mega Man up. And plus underwater, you jump higher. So it's very easy, actually, to overjump in this game, underwater.
Very clean Woodman fight, and CasualTom's going to pick up his item 1 now.
Bringing out the leaf shield, that's... Oh, and it doesn't work. Air shooter, okay. Not a very good air shooter, though, look at that. Just stays right on Mega Man. Yeah, I agree with that strat. So one thing that doesn't get... Oh no, the crab. Man. One thing that doesn't get randomized in this is the amount of damage that enemies deal to Mega Man. And so our experienced runners will do things like Kyle did, where he took damage off a little frog, because that's 1 HP, instead of taking damage off the big frog.
The Airman stage always has the potential to be especially cruel, in my opinion.
Especially if it has dollar store Metroids or shrimp as like respawning enemies.
Or those robot chickens. You know,
Oh,
we'll see
yeah.
them later on.
Yeah, you
Kyle's
see Kyle
just
here
tanking
using his
a lot.
iframes.
Yeah, he's tanking a lot of damage.
Meanwhile, Tom trying out all of his weapons because, you know, you figure this late in the route that you might have the weakness, but he doesn't have it. I feel like it's kind of an unfortunate situation to try, you know, half the weapons in the game and then try again later in the Wily Castle because, and maybe this is a personal thing, but I can never remember which ones I tried the first time. So I end up sort of redundantly trying things.
Here we see some more Sky Blenders, or as the dollar store Metroids, as foreseen by Daggett himself.
little commentator's curse there. Yeah, it's a good heat weapon though. You love when it uses very little energy and starts out fully charged. Like that's like it's the dream.
Ideal for sure.
I'm finally getting a chance to grab some E-tanks. Well, here's where Crashman has been hanging out.
Found him. CasualTom having a plethora of E-tanks. He's finding his quick boomerang usage here. Kyle's finally ready to face his crash climb.
Or is he?
We'll find out.
Oh, very nice.
Back to you for the weather.
That item 1 usage to avoid the tin cans was great. Oh, meanwhile, Tom used the bird to despawn the tin cans. That was also great. So, for those of you that are new to Mega Man 2 speedrunning, these birds that drop the eggs, they have an interesting property that when the bird moves off the screen, the last sprite to spawn goes with the bird. It's kind of a bug, if you will. And sometimes it takes useful things that you want, and sometimes it takes evil things that you want to get rid of. Tom's making pretty good work of Metal Man. Yeah, he's out of there, no problem.
Nice.
So, Tom's now on his last stage.
Kyle having a little bit of trouble with that hot dog. Or with those hot dogs.
The toothpaste dispenser.
Take your pick.
Kyle's leaving that health behind. I think he's banking on having an E-tank. Or grabbing one.
Ooh.
And that's why Airman is tricky.
Somewhat concerned with the amount of Kyle's health or lack thereof, but he did just pick up that E-tank.
Yeah, I
And
think
it's
he
gone.
wanted to see what boss he was up against before he used it. Nice fight, though. Tom's, he's making a bit of lag, but this is a pretty good strat, using the air platform. Oh no.
Daggett.
Sorry, Tom. I'm supposed to be cursing Kyle, I think. I don't even know anymore. I mean, as a commentator, I clearly can't take sides in who I'd like to see win or lose this match. That would be unprofessional.
That Mecha Joe just flying off the edge.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not an easy air stage, folks. You know, this is the Mega Man 2 Randomizer at its finest. It's time for Dollar Store Metroids.
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile,
Count your
Kyle
change.
just doing this section that's kind of always the same. It's one of the safer sections in the randomizer because of that. You can just sort of learn it and do it. This is actually a place where I might pull out the time stopper. So Heatman, I don't think we talked about this yet. Heatman's a boss you typically want to find his weakness because he's a very slow fight. He has a long pause between his vulnerability cycles.
Tom taking a quick E-tank, as he has been tanking quite a lot of damage, making it to this boss door.
Pull the Daggett. I don't know what you're talking about. Never not E-tanking. Crash just kind of wants to hang out in the clouds today.
Tom's gonna finally pick up his item 2 at the end of this very last stage for him. And that high-pitched squelching noise means it is time to play our favorite Mega Man 2 randomizer game. Do you know what that game is, Daggett?
Guess the Wily weakness?
Well, not quite. That comes later on. Our favoriteest game is guessing the color and weakness of the Mecha Dragon.
Oh, right, of course. I'm gonna guess that it's, cyan and weak to, supercharged heat. What do you guess?
I'm thinking Mylanta Teal. With red accents, weak to... We'll go metal.
This is a good song.
This is a dope song. Little Mega
Kyle,
Man 9.
no! Kyle, has volunteered to do the Walk of Shame again. So sometimes these slower moving weapons, like Leaf Shield and Heat, can actually be really nice for the stage content. Not so great on boss fights, but you know, you see Kyle just firing a few shots and it just stays on the screen, clearing a path for him. It's actually a pretty nice property. Meanwhile, Tom not really having any problems with Wily 1. He's going, he's cruising.
Alright, last guesses now, because we're about to find out. And I was wrong.
Yeah, it's very, like, lavender.
It is lilac.
Buster! Nice fight, Tom. Way to get rid of that dragon.
Kyle's sticking with this. Oh, there we go. It was like this relatively slow metal blade, but once he got Bubbles trapped in the corner up there.
Yeah, I kind of like that juggling strat. It's kind of fun. We'll see what Tom does here. Players kind of tend to do one of two things. They either get the freebies here on the fall, or they just skip right past it, saying, you know what, I don't need that junk. Tom says, I don't need it. He's feeling confident. This is the tunnel where I'd go a supercharged heat, but he probably doesn't know it's supercharged.
Oh, quick boomerang works pretty darn good for those tin cans.
You've got to watch his health, but he has 3 E-tanks. But this Pico fight is one where you really don't want to play around with low health. It's not the fight for it.
No, those Picos, they deal a lot of damage.
Interesting. A little bit of a time loss and item energy loss, but probably a good move. Oh, it's metal weak. So I'm actually kind of
sustainable though.
No, I don't think so. I'm kind of fond of that strat myself, opening with metal because you can get a hit off quicker. But it does have the problem that if it's Buster weak, you lose time because you'll end up refilling weapons.
Well, air shooter it is.
Oh, Tom, be careful. Oh, interesting that Kyle didn't go for Buster first. He started with weapons. Looks like he found metal. Unfortunately, that means he'll lose time relative to Tom because he'll have to refill metal. But yeah, at least it's spammable.
Another good jam coming into Wily 3.
Yeah, it is. Tom doing the refill here, and no tea leaves to read today. So, for those of you who aren't aware, sometimes the splash sprite, when Mega Man jumps into the water, will get sort of messed up in the randomizer and give you a hint as to what enemies are in the stage, but it's the normal splash sprite today.
Nasty Lactibians in this gray water.
Kyle figuring out the quick boomerang is really effective on those tin cans and getting really lucky health drops there. That's super fortunate.
Take a peek at the dozer. Oh, and it's
Buster as well.
Kyle also finding out that metal is not sustainable.
Yeah, and switches to air as well.
Nice.
Wily 4. This stage can throw people.
It is the great equalizer.
That it is.
And home of the the one and only anxiety rooms.
And the randomizer moves these invisible platforms. Normally there's a few invisible holes in this stage. Tom says, you know what, I don't care where they are. I'm using item 2. I don't blame you, Tom. I don't blame you.
Mega Man doesn't get along with spikes.
No, they tend to disagree with his everything. Those holes are not randomized though, so you can kind of count on that E-tank if you need it. I don't know that Tom really needed it, but I think he doesn't want any accidents, happy or otherwise.
It was interesting to compare the strats. Tom was very fastidious about how he went through with those lagphibians in the gray water there, and megakyle just threw himself right on it.
Oh, you don't want to see shrimp in this room. If they respawn, that's really bad. I doubt these respawn. Maybe I can curse them. Oh, they respawn. I'm so sorry, Tom.
Good job, Daggett. megakyle again, starting off with weapons. Oh, and he finds Buster.
Tom is probably home safe in Wily 4. I mean, you know, it's never over till it's over, but he's through the anxiety rooms, which is really the worst of it. Hush. Kyle just starting Wily 4. It's kind of cool to see them on the same stage at the same time again. Looks like Tom might have been able to remember which items he had already checked, because he got to the weakness pretty quick. Oh, he's lucky it's not Bubble. I don't think he has enough Bubble to finish the fight if it had been Bubble.
And that is Wily 4. As a commentator, it's my job to state the obvious.
It's actually over this time, unlike when I said it. So, a treat of the randomizer here is Wily 5 refights won't reset the song, so you can enjoy the whole track. You're welcome from Duckfist, I guess.
Thanks, Duckfist.
Oh, Kyle. Oh, no, wait, sorry. I mixed up his health with his item energy. I thought he had 1 HP going through those shrimp, and I was like, oh my god.
For the love of God, use an E-tank, man.
Yeah. It's interesting to note, so he has 2 E-tanks, and Tom has 4. So our players have definitely, like, it says something about their, I don't know, you know, how resource shy or whatever they're willing to run. See, look how quickly Kyle figures out the weakness. Tom got it right away.
And again, it'll be interesting to see if he did remember from his trials earlier which ones he had already tried.
Getting Metal Man pretty quick. Pretty good fight there. Looks like Buster's good enough on Heatman. Alright, both our runners in Wily 5. Crash Boomerang. Oh, okay. It deals a lot of damage, but it's hard to hit him with.
So yeah, Kyle starting his first refight as Tom's finishing his last. Though I still think there might be a discrepancy in the times, because I think megakyle's timer resets
when he reset
when
the console?
you reset earlier. Yes, exactly.
I think you might be right. Looks like we got a typical Buster Week Wily machine. So Tom's probably going to need to refill bubble here. Yep, looks like he's going to do that. He's going to grab both of them? Oh, he is. That's risky. You can take a lot of extra damage from that, but he has the E-tanks to spare. Tom advances to the alien fight.
See him dropping down all the way to the right here, and if he follows the right, he doesn't have to worry about getting hit by any of those acid drops.
Those acid drops, they do a ton of damage. I think 3 hits and you're dead.
Now let's find the weakness.
Don't hug the alien, folks. That's the big rule.
Socially distance yourself.
Exactly. GG Tom. Yeah. If you have any thoughts like, well, that seed probably wasn't too bad. These are both very experienced runners, and yeah, I think their times speak for the challenge. That Kyle finishes 38-29. Although I believe his official SRL time is a 38-44, and Tom's official SRL time is a 36-22.
GG's
So
to runners.
Yeah. Just under 2.5 minutes between the two runners. I think we'll probably be starting the next round of this pretty shortly. This is best of 3, you know, first to 2 wins. So we'll have at least one more match between these two, one more round. But, you know, you never know. Kyle could win the next one, and we go 3 rounds.
But take a quick second, stretch your legs, stand up, do a few
Drink
stretches.
some water.
Yes, absolutely. Stay hydrated. Quick shout out to SpeedGaming. Thank you so much for hosting us and our tournament tonight. A lot of work goes on behind the scenes to make this stream possible, and we wouldn't be here commentating without you. So much thanks to you.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of it's science, but I have this urge to call it black magic. Goes into making all the speed gaming stuff work as well as it does, and yeah, I'm always grateful that I can take advantage of their infrastructure without having had to have built it myself. Just checking here to see if our runners are ready to start the next round. All right, it looks like they are. Someone in chat says, Mega Man was always my favorite LucasArts game. And, you know, I have to agree with that sentiment.
So we're going to get this next seed loaded up. The seeds are completely impartial. They are randomly generated by a bot. Somebody I know may or may not have created said bot.
Oh man, that sounds really cool.